Let's get some perspective from someone who is in the race. We are now joined by Republican presidential candidate and former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson. Governor, thanks so much for taking the time. Let's get your temperature read on this new poll, these latest breaking numbers we just got down in the last 10 minutes from the Des Moines Register. It's showing 48% going to Trump. That is a record, as Kelly Meyer was just reporting to us. Nikki Haley with 20%, DeSantis with 16%. What do you make of these numbers? Any surprises?
Well, actually, of course, the surprise is the closeness of the race for second place. But there's another story to be told. Tonight, we just had a rally here leading up to the caucus, and I could say that we had more people in our town hall meeting than Donald Trump did. So we've got some excitement in our campaign. I want to beat expectations. And of course, this all comes down to what happens on the turnout and with what happens on Monday in the caucus. I expect that there'll be some surprises there. We'll learn something besides polls. We'll see exactly what the voters say. So I'm hopeful that we're going to beat expectations and surprise some folks on Monday.
Okay. And Governor, I do want to read a recent tweet or post on X from you. You shared, quote, "Despite the pledge of Haley and DeSantis to pardon Donald Trump, I will not make that commitment. It is wrong to promise pardons to score political points, and it undermines the principle of equal justice." Speak more about this. And do you believe at this point this is one of the major things that sets you apart from the other candidates?
I spoke tonight about three principles that ought to be evaluated in this campaign. One is the three C's. It is being a consistent conservative. I've proven that as governor. And secondly, it is also about character. This election is about character, and one of them is not promising pardons in the middle of a political campaign. And whenever you look at misleading the American people, as Donald Trump has done, character has to count. And then thirdly, it is about calmness in times of crisis in our country. So I talk about the three C's, and certainly character is one of those. And that's why I made it clear I'm not going to promise a pardon during the middle of a political campaign.
Governor, what showing do you need in order to stay in the race on Monday? Is third place what you need?
Well, let's wait and see. No, I think that traditionally more than that come out of Iowa. You have fifth place finishers that come out of Iowa and go ahead and campaign in New Hampshire and do well across the board. So that's not the defining moment. The media needs to concentrate, obviously, who wins and who comes down. But the storyline is who beats expectations. And people have counted me out of this race. I'm in it. And so look at whether I can beat those expectations, and I expect that we will tomorrow.
I appreciate that, and I always appreciate speaking with you. Just very last question. If you do bow out of this race, any plans on who you would endorse?
No plans. I've got a flight booked to New Hampshire, and obviously we'll evaluate it when we come out of Iowa, but our plans are to be there, and there's not any discussion beyond that at this point.
All right, Governor Asa Hutchinson, I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.